Okay. In previous topic, we have seen the uses of mobile phone for communications. Okay, telephones for early communications in 90s, and it was first developed by Graham Bell. ओके, तो यहाँ तक हमने देखा ना, और थोड़ी प्रिकॉशंस भी देखी थी कि कैसे जो फोन में से जो रेडिएशन एमिट होती है उससे हम अपनी सेल्फ को कैसे बचा सके. ओके, तो वन वे एडवाइस टू यूज है ईयरफोन्स व्हेन लॉन्ग कन्वर्सेशन ऑन सेल फोन. ओके, देन उसको जो है अपने हेड से दूर रखना चाहिए बिकॉज दे एमिट radiations which are actually harmful for our brain, weakens our brain. Okay, so next we are going to study uses of satellites, computers and internet in communications. जो कि हमारी satellites है, computers है and the widespread network that is internet, तो उसे हम पढ़ेंगे. First paragraph on satellite. The satellites are the body which revolves around the planet. All planets in solar system except Mercury have natural satellite. जब सैटेलाइट की बात कर रही है तो सैटेलाइट मीन्स जो भी यहाँ पर प्लेनेट के आजू बाजू एक सैटेलाइट सभी के होती है उसे हम कहते हैं नेचुरल सैटेलाइट. मर्क्यूरी को छोड़कर except Mercury, all the planets in solar system have their own satellite. While talking about Earth, Moon is a natural satellite of Earth. We already know that the Moon in night they reflects light from Earth, natural satellite. But we have artificial satellites launched by several countries. लेकिन Earth पर जो several countries है, उन्होंने launch की है बहुत सारे artificial satellites which can be used for many purposes. You have seen sometimes noticed after sunset tiny points of light moving in the low sky. They are moving too fast to be star. These are the artificial satellites glowing due to scattering sunlight which is below the our horizon time. The first artificial satellite was named Sputnik 1. Okay, तो यहाँ पर जो first artificial satellite थी जिसे कहा गया था Sputnik was launched by USSR on October 4, 1957. It carries a radio transmitter. A first American satellite to relay communication was Project Score in 1958. Okay, American satellite launched in 1958 में, and India launched its first satellite, that is Aryabhatta, from USSR launching facility on 19th April 1975. So you have seen, you have noticed हमने भी 1975 में हमारी जो फर्स्ट आर्टिफिशियल सैटेलाइट थी आर्यभट्टा नेमली उसे लॉन्च की. दिस वाज फॉलोड बाय भास्करा 1 इन 7th June 1979. ओके, तो ठीक 4 साल में हमने दूसरी यहाँ पर हमारी आर्टिफिशियल सैटेलाइट लॉन्च की भास्करा. आफ्टर डेवलपिंग इंडिजियस लॉन्च व्हीकल SLV-3, जो कि SLV-3 हमने लॉन्च किया 35 kg रोशनी 1 सैटेलाइट 18 July 1980 using 4-stage SLV-3 vehicle followed by 2 more in Rohini series. Okay, or at present in 2020 India has become the most artificial satellite launched in all over the country. Okay, ISRO had got a medal on that most launched artificial satellites in the space. Next was Apple. Okay, next Apple Array passenger payload experiment. This was followed by many satellites like Bhaskara 2 inside Indian National Satellite Series, which have been used for communication, TV, radio broadcast. Okay, तो ये जो Apple वाली थी जो भी हमारी satellites में यहाँ पर communication like TV and radio broadcast को transmit कर देती. In 1988, the first satellite of IRS series was launched. In 1988 में जो first series थी IRS series was launched at a serious remote sensing work and application. Okay, serious remote sensing work means मान सकते हैं कि कुछ ना कुछ protection के लिए ये satellites हमने launch की. Since India has successfully launched many satellites for remote sensing and communication. Having satellites in space place us in a privileged position. If we are on the ground, there will be limit up to which Earth feature can be seen. So अगर Earth के ground पर होते तो हम एक हद तक ही देख पाते, लेकिन as we noted कि अगर हम स्पेस में है तो हम मोर देन इनफ जो भी हम अर्थ का व्यू देख सकते हैं और हम उसे ही कहते हैं हम सेंसिंग, रिमोट सेंसिंग एंड कम्युनिकेशन. Okay, but viewing Earth from a distance has an advantage. It allows us to look at the half of the planet of its distance is sufficient large. Okay, तो हम आधा जो अर्थ है वो पूरा देख सकते हैं. We can send electronic signals to the other side of the globe through these satellites in the space. तो इन सैटेलाइट के हेल्प से एक कंट्री से दूसरी कंट्री में हम कम्युनिकेशन भी कर सकते हैं via sending the electromagnetic signals. Therefore, the artificial satellites have come to play a very important role in countries' infrastructure. They serve an important role in communication, space research, survey natural resources like minerals on Earth, weather prediction including the movement of clouds, and also change in courses of river, disaster monitor. Okay, तो ये सारे जो applications हैं वो आपको याद रखना है. Okay, यहाँ से they serve communication becomes important for imparting education. Communication एजुकेशन के मीन्स पर यहाँ पर बहुत जरूरी है. आइडिया दैट सैटेलाइट कुड बी फॉर कम्युनिकेशन फ्रॉम आर्थर सी क्लार्क इन मिड 40s. तो इन 1940s आर्थर सी क्लार्क कहते थे दैट द सैटेलाइट्स कैन ओनली बी यूज्ड फॉर कम्युनिकेशन. दैट इज there is a reason that the geostationary orbit is also called Clark orbit. तो यहाँ पर जो geostationary orbit है उसे भी Clark orbit कहा गया जिसमें मैक्सिमम सैटेलाइट है वो कम्युनिकेशन के लिए हेल्प करते हैं. Clark Rose became one of the greatest science fiction writer. Okay, then Clark Rose got one of the greatest science fiction writer. Electromagnetic waves sent from any part of the earth can reach just any part of the earth. Okay, तो कोई भी पार्ट से कोई भी पार्ट तक electromagnetic wave जा सकती है. If it sent downwards, it will be limited to the small distance, but due to the curvature of the earth, it transmitted up. When they are keep going straight in the heat ionosphere, the layers of charge in the space at 50 km per second and more above the ground. Okay, they will be reflected to the earth to reach some part which is far away from the source. तो एक जो communication का जो method था वो बताया कि how it go to the ionosphere in which the satellite is there and then reflect back and reach the point from which the source is much far away. They will be reflected to the earth, reach some part which is far away from the source. There's a huge area in between will be dark zone where the signal wouldn't reach. तो बीच में जहाँ सिग्नल नहीं पहुँचा उसे कहते हैं हम dark zone where the signal wouldn't reach. Instead of the ionosphere, one may use the satellite to retransmit the signal, but we do not more than one satellite which can receive the signal and send ground and retransmit to the different directions. Therefore, it was thought that several satellites in space could together cover the whole Earth and facilitate communication. तो यहाँ पर पहले की जो सैटेलाइट थी वो सिर्फ एक ही डायरेक्शन में ट्रांसमिट कर पाती थी, एक ही डायरेक्शन में जो सिग्नल आया उसे भेज पाती थी. तो ऐसा माना जाता था कि कुछ सैटेलाइट और चाहिए होगी जिससे पूरे अर्थ को हम कवर कर पाए. The satellites position and orbitals are critical. Okay, जो सैटेलाइट की पोजीशन और ऑर्बिटल है वो बहुत क्रिटिकल है. It should be on a fixed place while receiving a signal. Okay, a satellite has to be launched using a rocket, lifted into the correct orbit and given up a suitable energy and momentum in the right direction so that it keeps moving. Okay, तो यहाँ पर जब भी जो सैटेलाइट होती है उसे हम लॉन्च करते हैं बाहर रॉकेट, तो यहाँ पर उसके भी बहुत मेजर्स होते हैं. जैसे it should contain a suitable energy and momentum in a perfect direction. If any error occur or any misdirection takes place, then the whole setup will be blast. A satellite could be geostationary which remains stationary with respect to Earth. Okay, geostationary satellite which remains stationary with Earth means Earth जैसे घूम रहा है वैसे ही उसके साथ साथ घूमेगा. Okay, at the same angular speed as Earth in the direction of rotation. So also okay, तो यहाँ पर एक ही geostationary इसलिए कहा गया because it keeps stationary with respect to Earth. So a geostationary satellite has a revolution time which is equal to rotation time. तो same जो अर्थ का और अर्थ का रिवॉल्यूशन और रोटेशन टाइम है वही सेम रोटेशन और रिवॉल्यूशन टाइम होगा जियोस्टेशनरी सैटेलाइट्स का. If it keep looking at the same spot on the earth for very long time, monitor changes the transmit and data to the ground station. Thus, direct antennas towards the satellite to receive the signal. One doesn't have to keep tracking the moving satellite. That would have to be demanded expensive instruments on the ground for direct TV transmission. This means huge savings because it doesn't away need to for many ground. कि अगर एक ही सिग्नल वहां से वो ट्रांसमिट कर पा रहा था पहले, we are talking about the early satellites, तो एक ही सिग्नल ट्रांसमिट कर पा रहा था. तो अगर मानो कि एक टीवी का कनेक्शन चाहिए फिर तो एक स्पेशल सैटेलाइट का होगी जो कि सारे सिग्नल्स हमें देगी. प्लेसिंग अ सैटेलाइट एट 36,000 किलोमीटर पर सेकंड has an advantage that it just fall under the gravitational pull and its energy economically low. It's more expensive to launch compared to the low orbit satellites. The low orbit satellites are placed about 400 kilometers above the ground, but being low, they can see only a small portion of ground below. There's the polar satellites that move over the poles, the remote sensing satellites that have been placed in comparatively low orbits, in contrast with communication and geostationary satellites which move to the 36,000 kilometers above the earth. Okay, तो ये सारी ऐसे सैटेलाइट्स थे जो कि एक्चुअल में मूव करती है. The remote sensing satellites should be launched such that they can be observed at any place between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so that the ground is illuminated from the top and images come out clear. Okay, तो ये जो 10 to 2 है वहाँ पर मैक्सिमम लाइट होती है, तो ऐसे टाइम पर ही वो फोटोज लेनी चाहिए, डेटा कलेक्ट करनी चाहिए जिससे वो क्लियर डेटा. A geostationary satellite is useful for countries at low altitudes such as India. The satellite is placed at the altitude of 36,000 kilometers, going around in the plane of equator and making one revolution around Earth in 24 hours, just like geostationary satellite. However, Earth also make one rotation in 24 hours. The satellite looks at same place on the ground all time. From this altitude, it can be 1/3 of the Earth. The signal is sent from ground to satellite such as microwave at certain frequency, and satellite retransmitted to the another part of the Earth. Still microwave frequency. Okay, microwave but different frequency. Microwave is at a wavelength of order of millionth of meter. Okay, 10⁶. The highly directional antennas on the Earth receive these microwave signals. Satellites make it possible to send TV, radio signals, to far away places on the Earth, even on the other side of the globe. Okay, so this is the just three types of satellite जो कि इक्वेटर पर मूव कर रही है, एक जियोस्टेशनरी है एंड एक यहाँ पर दिया था नाम उनका पोलर है. Okay, लो ऑर्बिट, पोलर एंड जियोस्टेशनरी. लो ऑर्बिट, मीडियम एंड जियोस्टेशनरी. तो अर्थ से इतने किलोमीटर पर वो रहता है. क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमने देखा कि हाउ सैटेलाइट्स प्ले अ सिग्निफिकेंट रोल इन कम्युनिकेशन और प्रोटेक्शन, डिटेक्शन, टीवी सिग्नल, रेडियो सिग्नल, वो सारा कम्युनिकेशन में आ गया. Okay, the next we are going to see that a computer and internet. The today's computers are invisible in a daily life. Computers plays an important role in publishing industries. So they uses our computers. Okay, computer plays a major role in publishing industries, designing of houses, controlling the functioning of cars and garments, computerized machines, regulating air traffic, and simple as well as the most sophisticated scientific instrument. Even at home, majority of all gadgets, whether television, automatic washing machine, television or microwave oven, one finds application of computer. Besides this, they have revolutionized communication. Computer used for communication from the aircraft, ships, and even huge boats in many transactions and in maintaining processes, financial records such as automated teller machines. Okay, there are ATM and banks. In form of application to internet, computers have emerged as very strong communication link. Using emails, one can send a message, chat live, or even talk instantly with a revolutionized communication. Earlier, it would be weeks before one could send a message and receive a reply from abroad. Today, it's a matter of second. This certain has been dissemination and growth of knowledge. आज उन्हें लगने में कुछ सेकंड्स लग रही है, वो उसे डेवलप होने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. Next, the ham. Okay, this is the actual new term we are going to study. The term ham is not from the English language. It was coined taking the first letters from the surnames of the three persons who started this way of wireless two-way communication. जिसने भी wireless two-way communication यहाँ पर develop किया है, उन तीनों लोगों का नाम का स्टार्टिंग है ये हैम. ओके, जैसे कि they were S. Hyman, Bob Elby and Puggy Murray. ओके, तो HAM. ओके, HAM उन्होंने लिया सरनेम में से. It was in 1908 that they are started an amateur radio club which have grown to the present worldwide group of antennas. उन्होंने एक रेडियो ग्रुप स्टार्ट किया था. Even today, when mobile phones are so common, the ham comes handy in case of disasters when all other means of communication break down. Ham uses radio waves. Radio waves are electromagnetic waves in range of about 10 centimeters to 10 kilometers, and hence they travel with a velocity of 3 lakh km per second, means the speed of light. Sound is converted into electromagnetic wave and transmitted using an antenna. The sound is intercepted by the receiver which converts back into the sound. तो यहाँ पर जो ham था वो फर्स्ट रेडियो सिग्नल था 1908 में, जो कि साउंड सिग्नल को यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक सिग्नल में कन्वर्ट किया जाता था, और जो रिसीवर था वो वापस रिसीव करके वापस इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव को वापस साउंड में कन्वर्ट करता था. ओके, तो यहाँ पर इस पूरे चैप्टर में हमने वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशंस, टेक्नोलॉजीज, वेरियस एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज, प्रिकॉशंस. ओके, प्रिकॉशंस देखी हमने, माइक्रोफोन, हाउ इट वर्क्स, एंटेना, रडार, सोनार. ओके, तो ये सारी जो वेल डेवलप्ड टेक्निक्स है वो आज भी कई ज्यादा हद तक मॉडिफाई हो रही है. ओके, और ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी में ला रही है. साउंड के प्रीफरली साउंड हमने देखा दैट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वेव्स, साउंड ट्रैवल्स इन अ वेव. फिर वेव पर हमने कम्युनिकेशन का पूरा टॉपिक स्टडी किया. तो यहाँ से हमें पता चला इन few okay in previous 50 years there are a lot of change in the world. okay, बहुत चेंज हुआ है, और जिसमें टेक्नोलॉजी और जो डेवलपमेंट है डिवाइसेस में वो हमें ज्यादा हद तक दिखता है. ओके, तो वन ऑफ द क्रेजीएस्ट इन्वेंशन वाज दैट द वायरलेस कम्युनिकेशन. तो वन ऑफ द क्रेजिएस्ट इनोवेशन was wireless communication, जो किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं था. Okay, so here we are going to we have completed our chapter and revised it all well. We are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 16, that is electrical energy, जिसमें हम what is electricity, applications और how it works, resistors, बाकी सब हम जो electricity के related पूरा जो term है वो हम पढ़ेंगे. All of you have experience of seeing the lightning in the sky during thunderstorm. Okay, thunderstorm में जब बिजली होती है तो हम देखते हैं उसे lightning कहते हैं. We also have experience of seeing a spark or hearing a cracker when we take off our synthetic clothes in dry weather. Okay, this is a static energy. In your toys, the source of energy is a battery, in which the chemical or some other source is converted into electrical energy. This electricity comes from electrical power stations to your house through various devices and puts all your comfort at your command just with the press of a button. It provides us with heat and light. It powers big machines, appliances and tools at home and in industries. जैसे कि example, radio sets, computer, television, vacuum cleaners, washing machine, mixer, grinders, Excel machines, electric trains, etc. जो सारी electronic items हैं, वो सारी electricity पे run करती है. Nowadays, it is impossible to think of world devoid of electrical energy. Life without electricity, even for short duration, gives a feeling like a fish out of water. Here is lesson we should study the nature of electricity in a way of its working. First topic it is electrostatic, means static charge, electric charge, जो कि हम पढ़ेंगे. You must have observed that plastic comb when brought near a piece of paper does not pick up a plastic small pieces of paper, but if you comb your dry hair and bring it the comb close to the piece of paper, you will notice that the bits of paper are attracted toward the comb. अभी जब ऐसा करते हो, पहले एक नॉर्मल कॉम्ब लेके आप पेपर्स को छोटे छोटे टुकड़े करके आप उसको उसके ऊपर घुमाते हो तो they are not going to attract, but when you comb your hair with that comb, then you will surprised to see that the bits of paper are now attracting towards the comb. Do you know why this happens? It happens because the comb gets charged or electrified when you comb your dry hair. जब भी dry hair को आप comb करते हो तो जो comb होता है वो यहाँ पर charged हो जाता है, electrified हो जाता है. Electricity develop on the body on rubbing with another object with called frictional electricity or static. ऐसी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जो रबिंग से प्रोड्यूस होती है जिसे कहते हैं हम फ्रिक्शनल इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ओके, और या फिर स्टैटिक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. There are some activity के आपने एक्टिविटीज आप पढ़ लेना. एक चीज हमें इतना पता चला that the opposite charges attract, same charges repel. Okay, electricity में there will be two type of charges in the electricity, negative charge and positive charge. So the opposite charge will attract each other and the negative and positive will repel each other. What are the nature of charges? Okay, have you ever experienced a shock when you touch a metal door knob after walking on a carpet? Okay, जब आप carpet पे move करते हो और जब आपने एक metal door का knob metallic था उसको आपने touch किया तो आपको कभी shock feel हुआ? You actually experience a shock when because our body got negatively charged, so we experience that shock. When we walk on the carpet made up of insulating materials such as rubber, nylon, wool or polyester, friction between the soles of our footwear and the material of the carpet cause opposite charges on them. When we touch the metal knob, the free charge on body generated due to friction and free charge on the ground cause the discharge at a high voltage, several thousand volts is too much as 15,000 volts. Okay, तो इन voltage को release होता है. In early days, the French chemist Charles Dufay observed that the charge acquired by the glass rod with silk is different from the charge acquired by ebonite rod with fur wool. Okay, तो जो चार्ल्स डुफे था उन्हें पता चलाया कि जो चार्ज ग्लास रॉड के साथ जो चार्ज है, ग्लास रॉड का जो चार्ज है वो यहाँ पर एबोनाइट रॉड का जो चार्ज है उसमें डिफरेंस आ रहा है. Dufay termed the charge acquired by the glass rod is first case is the vitreous and the charge acquired by ebonite on rubbing the wool is called Lysanias. Okay, यहाँ पर दो नाम दिए vitreous and Lysanias, two type of charges. Later on, American scientist statesman Benjamin Franklin, okay, Franklin introduced that the term positive in place of vitreous and the negative in place of Lysanias. तो यहाँ पर positive and negative charge Franklin ने दिए. In the followed even today वो आज भी follow होता है. On rubbing two material acquires positive and negative charge. Equal in magnitude, impact. The process of rubbing does not create electrical charges. It results in only transfer of negative charges from one material to another material. The material from which the negative charge have been transferred get an excess of positive charge, and one which receives the negative charge become negatively charged. The answer to answer this, we have earlier studied the matter made up of molecules and atoms. The uncharged body contains a large number of atoms in which the equal number of protons and electrons. Okay, that is we already noted. Any matter contains protons and electrons. In some material, some of the electrons are bounded rather loosely with their atoms. तो कुछ ऐसे substance में जो electrons है वो loosely bound रहता है. On rubbing, if some of the electrons are removed, the materials which lose the electron becomes positively charged, and material which gain electron becomes negatively charged. In the process of charging, positive charge in the atom are firmly bounded and do not participate in the process of charging. Conservation of charge states that the total amount of electric charge is an isolated system, does not change with time. यहाँ पर conservation of charge दिया. What is the conservation of charge? With an isolated system, interaction between different bodies of the system can cause transfer of charge from one body to another body, but total amount of charge for isolated system always remain constant. The Coulomb's law governs the force between the charged particles. तो फिर कूलम आए, कूलम ने यहाँ पर एक फोर्स डिस्कवर किया जो कि दो चार्जेस एक दूसरे के ऊपर लगाते हैं. जैसे कि अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है तो कितनी फोर्स से अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है, रिपेल कर रहा है तो कितनी फोर्स से रिपेल कर रहा है, तो उससे हम कहा गया फोर्स. यहाँ पर कूलम ने फिर उसका इक्वेशन दी. The Coulomb's law governs the force between the charged particle. It was first studied by French physicist Charles Augustin de Coulomb. The Coulomb represents the interface of his experiment to form a law which is called the Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, okay, the magnitude of the force of attraction between the two points of charges is directly proportional to the product of the quantity of two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, तो ये था यहाँ पर force is directly proportional to the product of the both charges and inversely proportional to the distance between the two charges. Okay, तो यहाँ पर proportionality को साइन हटाने के लिए फिर वहाँ पर constant लिया जिसका कहा गया proportionality constant. If charge q1 is placed at distance r from a similar charge q2, the two charges will continue to repel with each other with force k q1 q2 by r, where k is a constant of proportionality, depends on the nature of the medium in which the charges are placed. In SI unit, k in SI unit, the value of k is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square coulomb minus 2. For vacuum, the charge is a scalar quantity. Coulomb is SI unit of charge represented by C. Thus 1 coulomb is a charge when placed between the 1 meter of equal distance in vacuum experience the force of 1 Newton. The force is directly along. Okay यार, तो 1 coulomb charge किसे कहेंगे? जब भी जब भी दो चार्जेस को 1 मीटर दूर रखा होगा और वो एक दूसरे पे 1 न्यूटन फोर्स यहाँ पर फॉल कर रहे हैं, तो उसे हम कहेंगे 1 कूलम चार्ज. Force is directed along the line joining the centers of the two charges. For like the charge force is repulsive, for what unlike the charges is attractive. Okay, so electrostatic potential and potential difference. तो इन दोनों में difference क्या है वो हम देखेंगे. Consider an uncharged body like a glass rod with given a certain charge, positive charge, but a body acquires that the charge. Now if you wish to add more charge on the same nature on it, the charge will experience a force of repulsive due to already existing charge on it. Okay, उस पे already charge है, that's why they will experience a repulsive force. Therefore some work has to be done by the external agent to overcome this repulsive force. This work will be stored up as electrostatic potential in the system. This analog to the process of raising the body above the ground against force of attraction, in which the work done against gravity is stored in the body, in which is called gravitational potential energy. Let us say let a charge Q be moved up by a distance r towards source charge Q. The electrostatic potential possessed by charge Q is given by potential energy का फॉर्मूला हो गया यहाँ पर पोटेंशियल का Q by R. Okay, the electrostatic potential at any point in the vicinity of the charges is defined as the amount of work done in bringing up a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. If W is the work done in bringing a positive charge Q from infinity to the point in the vicinity of sources charge Q, the potential V at the point into charge Q is V W by Q, that is a Q U by Q is equal to KQ by R. Electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. It has only magnetized, no magnitude, no direction. Its SI unit is joule per coulomb or volt, which is given in the honor of Alessandro Volta. It is physicist, Italian physicist. The potential at point of 1 volt if plus 1 coulomb charge placement possesses a potential energy of 1 joule, that is bringing up the 1 coulomb of positive charge from infinity. तो यहाँ पर ही आपको याद रखना 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. Okay, there is a short bit of calculation. Electric current. Okay, हम आते हैं टॉपिक पे. What is actual electric current is? All electric appliances or gadgets like a bulb, heater, coil are based on the movement of charges, as we know that the flowing water consecutive scheduled water currents in the river. Similarly, electric charge flowing through a conductor, a metallic wire, constitute an electric current. That is the quantity of charge flow per unit time. Okay, so I current is equal to charge per unit time. Where Q is a charge in coulomb and through conductor in time t. If 1 coulomb of charge flow through any cross section of conductor in 1 second, the current flow will be 1 ampere. So I is given in ampere. अगर 1 कूलम चार्ज 1 सेकेंड में फ्लो हो रहा है तो उसे कहते हैं हम 1 कूलम 1 एम्पियर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. एम्पियर, ओके, 1 एम्पियर इज इक्वल टू 1 कूलम पर 1 सेकेंड. हियर एम्पियर इज एसआई यूनिट ऑफ करंट. ओके, एम्पियर है वो एसआई यूनिट ऑफ करंट है. गिवन इन द ऑनर ऑफ फ्रेंच साइंटिस्ट एंड्री मैरी एम्पियर. However, a small currents are more convenient expressed in milliamperes, symbolically represented by mA, and microamperes nu A. Okay, current is a scalar quantity. An ammeter is an instrument which connected in the series in electrical circuits. Okay, electrical circuit में series में ये ammeter join किया जाता है, which indicates how many amperes are flowing in the circuit, जो कि current को measure करने में वो help करता है. We have already read that the matter is made up of electron, proton and neutron. हमें पता है कि जो matter है वो that already made up of electron, proton and neutron. The protons carry positive charge, electron carries negative charge, but neutron do not carry any charge. Atom is electrically neutral, but if a body carries excess of protons, the body is positively charged. If body carries excess of electrons, body is negatively charged. If the body is connected to the uncharged body through a metallic wire, the most positive charge flow from higher potential to lower potential, while negative charge flow from lower potential to higher potential. The charge flows till both the bodies are at same potential. Okay, तो अगर कोई भी बॉडी को हम एक मेटालिक वायर से कनेक्ट करेंगे तो जब तक दोनों में चार्ज सेम नहीं हो जाते, इसे कहते हैं इलेक्ट्रिक इक्विलिब्रियम. तो जब तक इलेक्ट्रिक इक्विलिब्रियम में नहीं आ जाएंगे तब तक पॉजिटिव चार्ज होगा वो हायर पोटेंशियल टू लोअर पोटेंशियल फ्लो करेगा, एंड जो प्रोटॉन एंड जो नेगेटिव चार्ज इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे वो नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल टू पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल फ्लो करेंगे. दिस इज डन बाय एक्सटर्नल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी which force the carries electron already present in the wire to move the definite direction from lower potential to higher potential. The external source of energy is called a cell. External potential of energy is called cell. The cell is a device in which the chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. In the cell, negatively charged plate repel the electron, which causes the electrons to move along the wire. Hence, the electrons flow from negatively charged plate to the wire to the positively charged plate of cell. This is known to be electron current. Conveniently, the direction of the current is taken as positive to the direction of electron. So this direction में current flow कर रहा है, उसके opposite direction में electrons flow कर रहे होंगे. अगर जो current है वो इस direction में flow कर रहा है तो electrons होंगे वो इस direction में flow कर रहे होंगे. Okay, the direction from the positive to the negative terminal. Combination of cell. Okay, जो cell है उनके combination को हम कहते हैं battery. One of the earliest and simplest devices able to produce a steady current was invented by Alessandro Volta, named voltaic cell. Batteries are a good conductor of a direct current. DC के लिए batteries. The DC means the electricity flow in one direction. एक ही direction में flow करती है. दो बार एक ही बार में वो flow करेगी electricity. This is called DC. To measure the current in the electricity, ammeter is used. Cause never connected to end of battery with conducting wire without making the electrons to pass to load like a light bulb, which slow the flow of current. If electrons is increased too much, the conductor may become hot and bulb and battery may be damaged. Conductors and insulators. तो conductor and insulators क्या होता है वो हम देखेंगे. All material can divide into categories from basic movement of charges, which is a conductor and insulator. Charges के movement के बेस पर हम सब इंस्ट्रूमेंट को दो वेज में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. That is, conductors are the materials which allow the electric current to flow through them. Okay, जैसे कि metal हो गया. And insulators are the materials which do not allow electricity to flow through them, जैसे कि क्या रबर, ग्लास, पेपर. तो यहाँ पर हमने देखा कि there are various substances which allow the electricity and does not allow the electricity to pass through them. And the next device we are going to see, that is the electrical resistor. Electrical resistor is a tendency to resist the flow of electric current. Okay, we have जिस flow of current को resist करना, resistor का काम होता है कि वो current को flow ना करने दे. A wire having a desired resistor for use The electric circuit is called resistor. तो इसे कहते हैं resistor. It is represented by the symbol this. Okay, तो ऐसे represent किया जाता है. This is resistor. The resistance can be both either desirable or undesirable in conductor. In conductor, the transmit electricity from one place to another place. The resistance is undesirable. The resistance in a conductor cause part of electrical energy to turn into heat. Okay, तो जो एक करंट है, मान लो एक सर्किट है, यहाँ पर बल्ब है. ओके, ये बल्ब है और यहाँ से मैंने 9 वोल्ट की बैटरी ज्वाइन की है, मान लो. अब इस बल्ब को चाहिए 5 वोल्ट. तो अगर यहाँ पर हम रेजिस्टर लगाएंगे तो यहाँ पर तो जब सर्किट में अगर हम एक रेजिस्टर लगा देंगे और देन बल्ब तो वो मान ले कि ये रेजिस्टर उसे 4 वोल्ट करंट से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जाने नहीं देता. तो यहाँ से 9 वोल्ट जाएगा और यहाँ से 5 वोल्ट जाएगा, जिससे ये बल्ब ग्लो करेगा. तो जब करंट को फ्लो ना होने दे उसे हम कहते हैं रेजिस्टर. On the other hand, if the resistance which allows us to use electricity for light and heat. Example, light we receive from bulb and generated heat generated through the electric heaters. Okay, तो वो uses भी है रेजिस्टर के, जो हमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को हीट या फिर लाइट में कन्वर्ट करने में हेल्प करता है. Okay, here we have completed our topic. Okay, 16.3.2.